Hey guys, welcome back to Words at War at the Movies. My name is Jorge Guerra.
I'm Sergio Guerra.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Purge. So The Purge is brought to you by people that made Paranormal Activity and Sinister. I went in there expecting it to be along the lines of kind of like semi-horror, kind of that movie. So my opinion on it, honestly, is I should be purged from the theaters. No, but I honestly didn't think it was that great of a movie. I went in there not expecting much, and even with that mindset, I was still kind of bored halfway through already. Ethan Hawke's in it, which I think he's pretty good in some things, but it was just it was full of like just staple characters, and the story going in, so nothing's really a surprise. There wasn't a strong enough story to really make you buy into the whole fact that America is all behind the Purge, and it just everything was a little too transparent for me, so I didn't really dig it that much.
Well, I think what happened is they start the movie off and they tell you about what the Purge is. You kind of see it in the commercials, and then you're supposed to just buy that it's already done, but it's like it's just a couple of years in the future, and these people take it like a religious thing, like it's been around, it's a tradition for years. So it's unbelievable in that way. I also agree. I didn't go in there expecting much because I didn't like Paranormal Activity, most of them, and Sinister was kind of like bleh to me, and I love horror movies, and so I know that this one was kind of like iffy for people. Some people were saying, "Well, it's a horror movie." Other people were saying, "Well, it's just a thriller or whatever." Whatever it was like an hour too long, because even though it was a short movie, it was like an hour and 25 minutes, I think, running time. It would have probably made a great short story, But this movie just kind of it never takes off. There's little moments of like, okay, there's some suspense and some tension or whatever, what's going to happen, and then it just dissipates, and then you go to another one, and then that happens again, and then by the time you know it, it's just, oh crap, the movie's over. It never really goes anywhere, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think that's what I mean by it's too transparent. You get to that suspense point, but like you already know what's coming, and even like the thing they try to pay off on doesn't really pay off, and I don't know. Like honestly, the one thing that stood out for me on this movie was the guy who played the main crazy guy that was outside. I thought he did a good job. Like out of the whole movie, that one part is kind of made me go like, well, maybe it's gonna start actually picking up now if this guy's because that guy actually he played the creepy psycho kind of guy decently.
I actually thought he sucked.
Really?
I mean, no offense, but I just thought it was way too much what you already expect. It's like the exact same kind of character you see all over the place. It's like a Joker wannabe. Like the whole time he's got this smile on, he's like doing this whole thing. It just never seemed like sincere to me that somebody like that would really exist in the world. Plus, the fucking script to this movie sucked balls, Like the words these poor actors had to say, to try to make themselves be believable. I feel bad for them.
But honestly, I mean, like maybe that's how bad it was, and for me that's what stood out. Because honestly, everybody, it's bad to say about a thriller too. It was kind of a bland movie. Like you see everything, so there's no real surprises. The kind of twists that they throw at you and all that stuff. You see them coming.
Well, what about like a rating for it? What do you think?
So as far as a rating, I would probably go. I definitely wouldn't go watch this in theaters again. I wouldn't pick it up. So I'm gonna go with probably around like a 5, because nothing really stood out in it.
I'll give it a 4.5. If you've got nothing else to do and you go see it at the movie theater, the good thing is you won't be there very long. Yeah. So, but honestly, this can wait for Blu-ray. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely wait it out. It's just, it's not that great. So, if you've got nothing else to do or whatever, you're super bored, check it out. You might enjoy it. There's a couple of good stuff in it or whatever. Some of the acting is not really that bad, but a lot of it is. It's a very diverse cast. So
it just felt like a great concept, but just not done well in execution.
I didn't even think the concept was great. I'm sorry. Yeah, the whole thing about the Purge is, release the beast. They keep saying like 5 billion times over the movie.
Unexpected a bull. Oh.
Yeah, I think that the whole concept of it, maybe it just wasn't explained well in the movie, but the whole concept of this thing going on, and you know, they try and get, you know, pretty deep with the moral issues about it, and you know, this family, and you know, what their beliefs are about it and everything. But you know, just down to the nitty gritty, it just doesn't seem at all plausible.
Yeah, I believe that in the movie, but I think if they had time to flesh it out, maybe like in a book or something, I think it would work better.
I think it's the opposite. I think that's why it would be a perfect short film. A short film or a short story, because then you don't have time to question it, and it can make sense in a very quick thing, just one night of madness or whatever, where all this stuff happens, and they're caught in the middle. And essentially that's what the movie is. It was lengthened way too much. That's about as much as oomph as the story has, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Anyways, so anything else about The Purge?
No, like I said, that's about it.
Alrighty, well then I guess thanks again for watching. You know, if you like what we're saying, you know, comment, let us know, subscribe to keep watching some more of our stuff, and give us your opinion. You know, let us know what you think about the movies themselves. You know, we'll go a little back and forth there.
Tell us if we're like completely off base. If you love this movie,
yeah, if you love this movie, you suck. Sorry.
But yeah, so again, Jorge Guerra,
Sergio Guerra.
This has been Words of War, and see you next time.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye.